Dr. Zach here with the Spire and Health Clinic of Chiropractic. Thank you all for joining me. I'm excited to continue this biohacking series, and this is going to be all about your guts and the bacteria that live in them. I know a lot of you have heard probably about the importance of gut microbiome, probiotics, eating good food, and doing all the necessary things to help improve the quality of your life. This series is basically going to do that. This episode is going to break down exactly all the little small things and intricate things that you've maybe heard. I just want to break that down so we're all on the same page moving forward. And the next couple of the other series is just going to be me breaking down specifics on what I do and how it improves the quality of my life in order to improve the quality of your life. So what I want to talk about here is just the gut microbiome and just what that is and how significant it is and how it plays an important role in your life and your overall well-being. So we have a gut microbiome, and what is that? That is our guts. And our intestines basically is this long tract of tubing that digests and breaks down and absorbs the food and the water that we eat and consume. Significance behind that is we have certain things in our body called enzymes, and what they do is that they rip apart food. They just break it up into smaller and smaller pieces. On top of that, the bacteria that live in your gut also have a major component of continuously breaking those little pieces up. And the significance behind the gut microbiome, or these bacteria that live in your gut, is going to be what they produce as a byproduct. So they're also eating the food that you eat, and how they eat it and whatever they ingest, their byproducts can be beneficial to the overall health of us. So that's why we have them there, and that's why they're very beneficial and important. Actually, without them, we wouldn't be able to exist, because there's just so much importance to the gut microbiome. So gut microbiome is just going to be the population of bacteria in your guts. The significance behind it and why it's very important to eat certain foods is a huge long list of things that you probably already know, but something pertaining to this video is going to be the biodiversity of the guts, the biodiversity of the bacteria in your gut. If you eat certain foods over a period of time, what is found is that certain populations of bacteria will continue to thrive. So if you think about your intestines as like this giant city with a diversity of populations of like race, species, and all sorts of craziness, and it's just a giant city, right? So depending on what you eat and how often you eat it and when you eat it and all these little complex things, you're going to have a more opportunistic environment for certain bacteria to thrive. Why is this important? Because if you have good bacteria that are producing good things that your body can use, that's obviously a good thing. And if you eat a lot of junk food and stuff that's not really beneficial for you, you start to grow a culture or a larger population of bacteria that do not serve you as well. So major significant impact of the bacteria comes down to the neurotransmitters in your brain. So a lot of the neurotransmitters, serotonin, norepinephrine, and all of these other hormones are basically going to be produced in the body. You need specific bacteria in your guts in order to break down these foods, in order to allow these processes in your body to take place so that you have ample amount of supply of those. So they talk about the brain-body connection, and serotonin is going to be a huge component. I can't really dive too deep into that, but basically what I'm trying to say is your overall health and how you feel is going to be directly related to the type of bacteria you have in your gut. And if you eat a lot of foods that are going to be beneficial for the bacteria that make you feel happy because of their byproducts, that's going to be a real thing. So that's why it's super important to really take care of the city or the rainforest, or whatever analogy you want to talk about in your guts, the population of bacteria. And it's another layer of why eating healthy is so beneficial for you, and not only for just weight, but also for peace of mind, because you are what you eat, and more importantly, what you eat becomes who you are. I guess you could say, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so super important. I know it's just one little fascinating topic that a lot of people might not know about, but the significance behind eating really healthy is you want to do that so that you can feed the right bacteria in order to serve you more beneficially, because it's an ironic coincidence that if you eat junky food, most of the bacteria that eat junky food do not serve you as well. So if you want to feel better, look better, and live to be 100 years old like you're 20 years old, I would highly recommend taking care of the bacteria in your gut, because they are there to serve you. And if you don't, that's a different story, and we'll have to get on that in another topic. So I hope this video is beneficial for you. I appreciate your time, and reach out to me if you guys need anything else or any other topics that you'd like me to cover. I'm looking forward to continue this series and a whole bunch of other cool things about your gut. So thank you for your time.